Well, I did not see this coming. Bitcoin has flipped mega bullish very quickly today with an incredible 18% daily pump. I'm shocked. Crypto's crazy, and I absolutely freaking love it. We're breaking that down for you in today's video. Also, how is the fall of the Russian ruble potentially connected to this big Bitcoin pump today? We'll make sure to stick around until the end of the video to get those details. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic you like, stay up to date with, learn more about, a quick tap and thumbs up button. Let me and YouTube know that you do appreciate this kind of content. It'll be super freaking awesome. Now let's go ahead and get into the charts. So, pretty exciting day here for Bitcoin. That is one heck of a candle. In fact, that is the single biggest daily candle that we've had since February last year. Very impressive move today for Bitcoin. Absolutely beautiful candle. Now, as you can see, this mega pump candle took us right beyond the 21-day exponential moving average and right beyond, of course, the 50-day simple moving average. Now, both of those are shorter term trend lines that show that the bulls are getting some momentum back, that the market is picking up some bullish steam, which is obviously a very good thing. Now, this purple box right here, this is a very key area of lots of price confluence, let's say. We've had lots of support areas here, which of course then become areas of resistance when you want to try to retake over those. We also have, of course, other just areas of resistance right in here and going all the way back in history to 2021. So lots of price resistance in that zone, but we've closed right above that as well. So this is one of our sticky resistance areas, which is exactly where our trend lines were converging at. Blasted past the two key trend lines, blasted past this area of resistance. Also, of course, closing over this line right here, which is sort of our modified downtrend line. So we've broken out past basically everything. Now, worth pointing out, I suppose, just to keep this in mind here, the volume, obviously decent for that breakout. However, not, the biggest volume days that we've seen recently. In fact, 4 days ago, we had bigger volume on the big sell-off day with buyers really stepping up to buy the dip. Similarly, on the bigger sell-offs that we saw back in January, we had much larger volumes as well. But the volume today is significant. If you look back at the last few weeks or even few months, you can see that this is in the top percentile of volume days. So, not the top 1% of volume days, but definitely up there compared to where the volume has been on a lot of days. So not bad volume. I'll certainly take it. Also worth noting here, just get this second orange line off here just to clean things up a little bit here for you to look at. Now, if you take a look here at this other trend line, we're going to see something very, very interesting. So this trend line here, this is one that we were talking about, of course, a lot on the channel. We did have, of course, a breakout beyond that trend line back here in early February. We all got very excited about that, but then, of course, things got pretty rough pretty quickly, and, of course, lots of negative sentiment came back into the market, a lot of pessimism. However, what if we look at this in the context of we had a breakout move, and we had a retest of the line, a bullish retest of the line? When we have these breakouts coming back down to test it as support, that is a bullish move for the market, as you can see. Of course, now we are pumping higher. The question is, can we maintain that momentum? Can we keep moving higher from here? Today's pump, obviously amazing. Candle still green at the minute for today's candle. We'll see how that finishes up in 23 hours from now at the time of recording this video, of course, but definitely an incredible pump today for the markets, getting us right past a lot of key areas of resistance, flipping the shorter term trend lines onto the bullish narrative as well. We can see here too, I just want to point out that the monthly candle close, which we just had, so a nice green monthly candle, you can see that right here, staying just above the 21-month exponential moving average. Now, what we hope that we are seeing is something like this, where we have this red candle followed by a green candle, and then we get just the markets starting to rally up higher. Hopefully we're seeing a scenario like we saw here in 2020 around the COVID crash, or mid 2021, where we have, red candles, red candles, red candles, a nice green reversal candle, and then of course we pump higher for some new highs in the market. Obviously, we do not want to see like what we saw in 2018, where we did have multiple tests of the 21-month exponential moving average, which was eventually kind of like a ball losing momentum, just up, and then fell off the cliff. We do not want that to happen, obviously, or, for dip buyers, it's going to be great, and I would be happy to add more Bitcoin down at those levels, but I think we need some positive times in the market, just for the market sentiment. People have been suffering a lot. Let's bring back some positivity into this market. Also, very interesting today, Bitcoin pumped over 18%, and the S&P 500 did finish the day up 0.4%, but for a while there, the Bitcoin pump was just doing its own thing, and the stock market was falling. I think when we had Bitcoin up around 11%, the S&P 500 was down 1.5%. It did rally at the end of the day close, but interesting to see kind of a short-term break, or at least lessening, we could say, of that strong correlation we have been seeing recently. But we still remain pretty correlated to the stock markets, even if today was a bit of an anomaly within that. Now, I asked, of course, highly scientific poll over here on Twitter, how do you feel about this Bitcoin pump? Well, 40% of you say that it is the real deal. 35% say this is nothing but a fake out. 25%, of course, the correct answer, don't know, stacking sats. Just keep stacking sats, guys. Stack sats and chill. That is how winning is done in this market. However, 40% of people thinking this is the real deal. It's very close, of course, between the real deal and the fake out crowd. I mean, 5% difference is not that big. So obviously, as we can see, the crowd is very split on how we are seeing this current market move. And of course, I'd like to know your opinion about that. You can come and share it over here on Twitter, or just hit me up down below in the comment section to let me know if you think this is the real deal for the breakout, or is this a just fake out that we are seeing. By the way, if you're a cryptocurrency trader, then you should get yourself an account over on BYBIT. Now, this is only for experienced traders, but if you are an experienced trader, it's a great opportunity to get involved with the exchange. Sign up using the link down below. You're going to get 30% off of your fees, $4,100 up to, of course, in deposit bonuses, as well as the first 100 users who sign up will get 0.2 Solana credited to their account. 5 of you who sign up using that link down below will win 1 Solana. In order to be eligible for the Solana giveaway, you do have to make a trade. So go ahead and check that out using the first link in the description. Now, let's get into the news. So, crypto exchanges consider Ukraine's call to freeze Russia's Bitcoin. So there has been calls for the freezing of all Russians' cryptocurrency accounts. So these calls, of course, are coming from Ukrainian politicians who are saying this is a call out to all the international cryptocurrency exchanges, put pain on regular Russian people, freeze their accounts. I think that's a terrible call to be making. Regular Russian people are not responsible for what is happening right now. Locking them out of crypto at this time would be a crazy situation. Plus, it really goes against what crypto stands for. Bitcoin is for everybody, everywhere, and allowing people to buy and sell is a very important part of that. So thankfully, many big exchanges like Coinbase and BINANCE and Kraken, they have come out and said, no, we're not going to be punishing regular people for what their government is doing, which I definitely think is the right call in this particular situation. However, the political elites, potentially a different story when it comes to the blocking of addresses. The U.S. Treasury Department has formally added crypto rules to target individuals that are on the sanctions list. So that's not regular people in Russia. That is the political leadership of the country, as well as some of the oligarchy in the country who will be targeted by this. So whether or not cryptocurrency exchanges are going to comply with this particular measure and block sanctioned individuals from accessing cryptocurrency accounts, that remains to be seen. I would say this is a much more likely scenario, as it's actually coming as an official request from a government body from the United States, of course, so we might see actually some compliance with cutting these particular individuals out, which obviously is a controversial decision because, once again, crypto is for everybody, even people you don't like. So there you go. However, all of this stuff happening, we have the Russian ruble, which is getting crushed. Last week, one US dollar bought around 70 Russian rubles. Yesterday, I saw that you could get 120 Russian rubles for $1. So that's about a 40% loss in a week. The pain being inflicted on regular people because of all this, geopolitical stuff that is happening in Ukraine and the West's response to it and the getting cut out of the banking system and the sanctions and all this stuff is having a very real effect on regular people in Russia who, just want to live their lives and be happy and all that fun kind of stuff. Meanwhile, the government's out there doing all this crazy stuff, which is destroying their currency. The Russian ruble added to the list of basket case currencies that are just destroying local people's wealth. And we've talked about a lot of these currencies over the last couple years. The Lebanese pound, Nigerian naira, the Argentine peso, the Turkish lira. So many currencies that have just gone down the toilet of history, essentially. Keeping your wealth solely stored in fiat is a terrible idea because every single fiat currency is trending towards zero. Some are just getting there faster than others. Anyway, we did see a massive uptick in Bitcoin trading against rubles in particular. That was a temporary surge, although we do, of course, see a lot of dollar volume trading happening. My guess is that a lot of Russian users, yes, we do see ruble trading happening. But we have to remember that Russia is one of the biggest adopters of cryptocurrency. Russian people, right, are some of the biggest adopters of cryptocurrencies in the world. It's estimated that 12% of all cryptocurrencies reside in the hands of Russian users. I'm sure that a lot of those people already had big reserves in things like USDT because they're already wary of the ruble. We could see some of that money moving into Bitcoin in this scenario. So perhaps this country of 140 million people that has just been cut off from the global financial system, watching their currency go down the toilet, they could be part of the reason why we are seeing Bitcoin pump today in spite of all the macroeconomic fears that we have, in spite of the realities of what the heck is going to happen when we start unwinding all of these Russian securities that cannot be sold, hundreds of billions of dollars of the Russian securities that the central bank has said to foreign funds and individuals who own them, sorry, you can't sell. What happens to all that stuff? It's a mess. The conflict is not over. We still have a mess in that situation too. So all this stuff still ongoing, but potentially we are seeing some people getting into the Bitcoin life raft. And look, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I gotta be honest, I did not expect such a big pump like this today for Bitcoin. I was feeling rather pessimistic yesterday, cautious in particular, with all this macroeconomic fear, with the stuff that's happening with the Russian central bank and the Russian equity markets. Gave me a moment of pause and think, well, maybe we're going to get some nice dips coming in. Unfortunately, we did not get that dip. We got the exact opposite. We got a mega pump. Cool. I mean, I'll take that too. You guys know I'm balls deep into Bitcoin. So I didn't get to stack some more sats on the cheap. I've been stacking sats for weeks on the cheap, and it's been nice. Could I have stacked some more? Yes. But you can't stack every sat in the world, as they say, I suppose. And look, just final thought for today's video. While it may not be what you want to hear, there does remain, of course, a lot of risk in the markets right now, a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now. So just be careful about FOMOing. You have to realize the conflict is not over. The Russian equities scene has not unwound itself yet. The price of oil and potential oil sanctions on the Russian economy, all this stuff has not happened yet. We still have the Fed coming up. So just, continue to exercise caution in these very volatile markets right now. Be careful of FOMOing. Just my thoughts to finish up this video. Anyway, you'll let me know your thoughts on all of this, and of course, whether this is a fake out or the real deal down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.